Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel. Today, let's take a look at all the big and small lies the gang of the Big Bang Theory told Sheldon to either save themselves from trouble or to help him. Sheldon Cooper from the Big Bang Theory really did have the best of friends. They drove him everywhere, respected his bathroom schedule, and helped him get over many of his hang-ups. Sheldon's amazing transformation was heavily influenced by the efforts of his squad of friends over the years. But the gang also lied to Sheldon quite often to manage his tantrums, since he can be quite a baby when he doesn't get his own way. And though some lies were quite necessary, some of them were uncalled for. Here's just a few of the needless lies the gang told Sheldon throughout the course of the series. Number 1. When Amy lied about being sick. Amy was well known to perform all sorts of experiments on Sheldon to help him with his issues with boundaries, but when she pretended to be sick, things didn't work out very well for her. She actually did have a cold and was feeling awful in the beginning, but when she recovered, she kept on pretending to be sick. She really enjoyed Sheldon's attention and the baths he drew for her. But she didn't get much farther than that when it came to any physical interaction. Sheldon continued to be Sheldon and physically aloof for a long time afterwards, and Amy wasn't able to make him feel any more comfortable than he allowed himself to be.
You were sleeping, I took a cheek swab and had it cultured in the lab. Oh?
Number 2. When the guys lied about Sheldon's experiment in the North Pole. The gang concocted a cruel lie simply because they were sick of Sheldon during their North Pole expedition, which was rather irresponsible. Leonard, along with Raj and Howard, tampers with Sheldon's experiment because several failed attempts had made him unbearably cranky. But this thoughtless approach to a major, high-profile commissioned experiment is very odd, uncalled for, and also rather uncharacteristic for 3 leading scientists. Leonard had been living with Sheldon for many years, and he could have certainly come up with another way to deal with him. Other than messing with a highly important experiment they all worked so hard to get to.
I'm not sassing you in Eskimo talk.
Number 3. Leonard lied to Sheldon about the Athenaeum Club. It's not really clear as to why Leonard decided to lie about the exclusivity of the Athenaeum Club at Caltech. And when Sheldon and Amy decide to hold their wedding at the historic club, Leonard then tells Sheldon he is not a member. But later, Sheldon sees him and Penny eating at the club, and Leonard then confesses he is in fact still a member. It can't be that he doesn't want to help Sheldon and Amy with their wedding. So this lie was confusing and needless. And if he had been honest, he could have helped Sheldon and Amy out.
You told me it was incredibly exclusive.
Yeah, look, about that, I lied.
Number 4. When Howard lied about Stephen Hawking. They all knew how much Sheldon loved and idolized Stephen Hawking, so when Howard tells everyone that he has been offered a job to work with him on a project, Sheldon is, of course, over the moon, believing he can also meet him. But Howard uses this opportunity to teach Sheldon a lesson for putting him down on so many occasions. He makes Sheldon perform some hilarious tasks just to get back at him, but on the last task, he finally tells him that he has already given his paper to Hawking and he really liked it. This lie just seemed a bit mean, since at any time Howard could have brought his feelings up to Sheldon about the way he was treating him.
I want to thank you for taking time to see me.
My pleasure. I enjoyed reading your paper very much. You clearly have a brilliant mind.
I know.
Number 5. The time when Amy and Bernadette lied to Sheldon. Amy was really starting to get annoyed with Sheldon's complaining about his career setback. And Bernadette was sick of listening to Penny complain about her new acting job, so they lied to Sheldon and Penny so they could hang out without them. But if Amy had sat him down and told him that she just wanted to have some me time, Sheldon would have definitely understood. He is no stranger to needing some alone time every now and again himself. Amy did not have to lie and tell him that she was sick.
And Amy, you told me you were sick, but you look just as pale and tired as always.
I'm sorry, I just needed a break from hearing you obsess about what to do after string theory.
Number 6. The time Leonard lied about Sheldon's favorite restaurant. Leonard came up with a pretty elaborate lie when Sheldon's favorite restaurant closed down. Sheldon has cashew chicken for dinner every Monday, which comes from Szechuan Palace. But when the restaurant closed down, Leonard ended up buying 4,000 Szechuan Palace containers so he could buy Sheldon's cashew chicken from a different restaurant and pack it in the old containers to trick him. Leonard went way out of his way on this one, just to protect Sheldon, who he thought wouldn't be able to cope with the change. Way too much effort was put into this lie, and it was of course completely unnecessary. Sheldon has coped with bigger changes and would have been more than able to handle this news, but he may have been a little cranky at first, though.
Oh, this isn't right. Our food always comes in Szechuan Palace containers.
Yeah, well, before they went out of business, I bought 4,000 containers. I keep them in the trunk of my car.
But... Oh, this changes everything.
Number 7. When Sheldon was sick and everyone lied to him. Sheldon can be extremely difficult when he is sick and none of his friends wanted to take care of him. So each of them ended up making up different lies to get away from him instead of simply telling him the truth about how they feel. There really was no point in telling any lies at all, since they could have all just stayed home or just gone about their normal lives and not respond to Sheldon's calls or texts. Not to mention leaving a sick friend to tend to himself is pretty crappy. Number 8. When Howard lied about his card trick. Howard decided to pull a prank involving a fake card trick to mess with Sheldon, and soon the rest of the gang went in on it. But the entire setup seemed really mean-spirited because they didn't really have a point to prove or even an agenda against him. Sheldon had, of course, humiliated Howard publicly and mocked him, being an engineer without a doctorate in the past. But the lie quickly escalated from an innocent prank to something just cruel because everyone was in on it and was driving Sheldon nuts just for the fun of it.
Wait here. Processing image, cross-referencing.
What you doing?
I'm reverse engineering Wallowitz's magic.
What's up with the infrared cameras?
I'm measuring residual heat levels on the playing cards to determine which one's been touched.
Holy crap, are you connected to the Oak Ridge National Laboratory?
Number 9. When they lied about a zombie movie. Sheldon had never seen the zombie movie 28 Days Later or the one with Sandra Bullock also named 28 Days. These two films are obviously easy to mix up, but Penny tricks him into watching the Sandra Bullock film instead of the zombie one. Even halfway through the film, Sheldon seemed to have no idea that 28 Days doesn't feature any zombies and it's just about a newspaper columnist's rehab stint. We can't say that this is the worst lie on the list, though. Just kind of a weird way to go on Penny's part. Number 10. The time Leonard lied to Sheldon about a California law. Leonard told Sheldon an imaginary law named the California Restaurant Workers' Solemn Oath of Ethics and Cleanliness. It's possible that Leonard made up the lie a long time ago when he was struggling to deal with Sheldon's anxiety over eating in new restaurants. But it was needless nonetheless. There is obviously no such law and Leonard made it up. The lie was really silly, and it's also very easy to look up and prove false, so it wasn't a well-planned-out lie either.
Hey guys,
Hey, Leslie.
I didn't know you ate here.
We don't. This is a disturbing aberration.
Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content, and I'll see you again next time.